Hello, once again, dear viewers, and welcome back to another Moonflower Tarot reading. And today I'm going to be channeling a quick message from the higher self of a guardian angel or a loved one on the other side with messages of what spirit or they might need you to know. And we're also going to be taking a look at why these messages are coming through. If you've been choosing to work with angels or to work with channeling the divine, these energies, these entities are wanting to work with you at this time. I felt a calling to bring messages through about specific guardian angels that might be residing over you, either in the near future or soon after you see this reading. And this is a timeless and general reading. If you don't connect with any of these messages, it might not be for you, but it found you in a good time. So, regardless, I want you to uh, keep in mind that there might be some specific angels coming through or spirit guardians. And we're going to be taking a look at three possible different types of spiritual energies or entities. Now, only reach out to them if you feel called to. And with that in mind, thank you for being here. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I really enjoy doing these readings for the collective, and some spiritual entities really wanted to come through. So let's see. I heard the phrase "you're making magic" right now. You might be trying to get into a more spiritual path. You're working with the divine right now, and these I'm here. Okay. Yeah. So you might be working with, I heard demagogue. You might be working with certain types of, I keep just hearing spiritual entities. You're trying to channel it, and this might be your first time. And just be gentle with yourself. It takes a little bit of time to work with angels, to work with spirit, but um, just keep in mind, like, talking with them can be just as easy as like talking with yourself or talking with a friend. You don't have any specific rules you need to adhere to. Just talk to them and work with them and ask them for specific signs and messages. But right now, I really want to focus on your energy and why these spirits are coming through, why these angels want to work with you. And I'm pretty much keeping it open. Um, Please pardon the lighting. Okay, so you're coming into a time in your life where you're mastering a lot of your shadows. If you've been going through shadow work, for some of you, you might have been doing shadow work, participating with shadow magic, or possibly even using certain types of energies or entities to conduct a specific spiritual practice. This feels like there has been a slowdown. For some of you, it's 7 years. For some of you, it was 14. Some of you, if you identify with this, 15 or 14 years ago, you've started some sort of journey, or you've been, I'm hearing contradicting magic work. You might have been trying to dabble in different areas, or alternatively, you're coming from, yeah, because I'm seeing the magician um, and tarot in my mind's eye. You might have even been coming from a different religion or religious background before entering into a more spiritual one. But I keep hearing spell work, magic work. You've been participating in this for years now, but there's something about the reason why these angels, these guardians, or the higher selves of people who passed on want to work with you is because they want you to overcome some sort of blockage that's preventing your manifestations from coming in, or that is making your magic quote unquote weaker. So this okay, so if you identify with being of witch or magician, then this is probably your reading. If you don't, that's okay. If you are trying to bring anything into your life, or if you've been fighting like something a very long time, if you've been working through some sort of condition or a mental illness, or if you've been dealing with some certain systems that have either let you down or oppressed you, like this could also be the energy surrounding you is helping you release a lot of these wounds and shadows. This is coming up so you can overcome challenges because it feels like you're kind of at a loss. Some of these things might be even happening in the background without you knowing, and that's why you have extra spiritual protection around you. Because if people are doing things behind your back, like, you can't make a choice to prevent them. You can't stop that from happening, really. This could also pertain to something that I have been seeing in a lot of my readings, showing up that you are dealing with people who are not conducting themselves very well, sending, like, I'm hearing nasty letters. Um, okay. Be very discerning when you're using your gifts and your spell work and magic. Like, this is something that you are learning to work with and overcome. And this is a test. Like, you have been doing this for a while. If this card comes up, you know what you're doing, but you might be overcoming something that happened in your life. This could also have to do with some of my previous readings where you have dark spellcasters who are, like, not only participating in that sort of magic, but then actively, like, kind of going out there and sabotaging. But for most of you, I feel like this is something that's been going on for a while. You've been kind of participating in some sort of work that has to do with healing yourself, overcoming something. I'm having a little bit of trouble talking. I feel like maybe your throat choked. See, this feels like this is the energy of the reading. You are dealing with something that you can't really understand, and some of it actually might be self-sabotage as well. So whatever's going on here, spirit guides and angels want to help you through it, whether it's mastering your own gift, getting out of your head, trying to solve an issue, or, like, dealing with things that are working kind of in the background that are coming up for you to release. Whatever this might be, I'm going to take a look at some of the spirits or angels that are around you and see what they can kind of do to help. So, okay, so I'm hearing this King of Wands is Archangel, either Sandalphon or Uriel. So what I want to mention is that Archangel Uriel is, I believe, known as the flame of God. And I guess he essentially has the same affiliation with the god Apollo. It has to do with truth. It has to do with some sort of, even, I'm hearing, social justice. And then Sandalphon is like this messenger from on high. And there's, okay, so, and very specifically, Uriel and Sandalphon appear, at least to me, as golden or fiery red orbs. Also, Archangel Uriel is associated with the virtue of chastity. There might be something coming up that is challenging your ability to keep yourself pure. And when I mean pure, I mean authentic to your own beliefs and your own moral compass. Because if you are dealing with some sort of situation that is putting you out of your comfort zone, it might feel tempting and easy to fall into old habits. If there's something you need to release, and I'm hearing there's a milestone, if there's something from your past you are either unwilling to release and it's coming up now to cleanse, Archangel Uriel is going to help you be that fire to burn it away. And then Archangel Sandalphon is going to also help you bring in messages and deliver you, I'm hearing, from the truth. But okay, so it's weird. There's a contradictory, so there, one of the main themes here that keeps coming up is contradiction, because I keep hearing that in my mind's eye. I keep hearing there's a contradiction here to deliver you from the truth, but to, the truth will set you free. So that's really weird. You might be dealing with a lot of conflicting messages from without and within. What you are hearing on the outside at this time might actually contradict what you know to be true. And that's what these angels are going to help you with, getting to the bottom of your truth. And it's funny, like, we don't have the King of Swords, but there's something more important than the truth here. Yes, the truth will set you free, but your passion is sort of what needs to be ignited here. You need to focus on the truth that is your inner being, who you are, your passion, your lifeblood, your fire. Like, there might be a lot of inner anger that needs to be expressed. And to work with these angels gives you an avenue of how to express that and how to be free. Like, it's not wrong or bad to be mad or angry. It's not evil. A release of tension. So if you have something going on and you're dealing with all these wounds and shadows, like, shout it from the rooftops. So I'm hearing the song, yeah, shout, let it all out. These are the things I could do without. It's about speaking your truth. Yeah, that's another thing that keeps coming up. So say, Brave by Sara Bareilles also came up. Say what you want to say and let the words come out. I want to see you be brave. It's about speaking your truth and with the intention of bringing forth a hidden, how do I say this? Not your hidden passion, but if you are truly angry, say it. Don't lash out unnecessarily, but if someone is mean to you or mad, stand up for yourself. Be assertive. That's sort of what I'm kind of saying. Like, don't let anybody take your power away, but you need to say it out loud. You need to find a way to vent your frustration and fears, because if it's stuck inside of you, like, it's going to eat you alive. Like, if you're mad at something, you find a way to be mad. Get go outside and just throw rocks into the trees. Like, find a way to express that. Do not be afraid of expressing your anger, because if there's a lot going on right now in your life and you are afraid to let it out, it's just going to boil over and it's going to be projected in the wrong direction, and then you're not going to like it. Ask Archangel Sandalphon and Uriel to work with you to overcome this. You might also work with Egyptian gods and goddesses, because I just saw an image of Isis or Set with her wings spread out. Or I'm hearing eagle magic, working with the eagles, working with sun magic. Yes, because now I'm seeing Horus. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm seeing the god Horus. So if you work with those gods or deities or any deity associated with the sun, with candles, with flame, with magic, and also Freya's coming through. Yeah, something that has to do with your fire, your passion, bringing things to life. Because you need to speak up for yourself. Like, you need to focus on picking and choosing your battles, yes, but the thing is that you still need to command the universe in a direction. You might not be able to get through to the people who wronged you. You might not even be able to get over something you might have done, but you have to find a way to redirect that anger into something that brings life back to you. So let's see how this angel can help you with it. Like, overcoming some sort of blockage or challenge. You might even be blind to a lot of the how other people affect you. You might be blind to how the anger in others affects you. And Uriel and Sandalphon are going to help you get to the truth of that. Getting to the truth, cutting to the core, and like burning away any facade. If you have any doubts about what's going on in your life or anybody around you, they're going to help you through it, because there might be something you're not seeing, is right and is true, but there might be two sides of the same coin going on. Like, if something is going on with you, it might be going on with other people. If something is making you mad in your environment, there might be something happening that you are not aware of, or even just someone in your environment. If you're with a group of people who are perpetually angry and driven by anger and fear, whether you identify with that or not, you're going to feel it. You're going to embody the people you hang around most. And if their natural state of being is to be angry and to belittle others and to be negative, you're going to adopt that. Or alternatively, if you're trying to overcome something within and you run into a group of people who are luring you back and into an old habit or old lifestyle, you're going to have that challenge come up. You might have to let go of an entire group of people. If being with someone or being in a situation is bringing you back to a place where you feel like you have to battle every single day of your life, and you feel uncomfortable and you feel like you shouldn't be with them, trust that instinct. Let it go. Find somewhere else to be. Or if this is just something that you are having happen within, if you just have a lot of things triggering you lately, like try to understand where it's coming from. You'll understand the truth of why it's happening. Because that's the thing with healing. Like sometimes we get to a point when we heal, when we're overcoming trauma or addiction, like there's always going to be triggers because that's trapped inside of our bodies. Our bodies don't necessarily get over it. Our brains don't either. That's like a lie people tell you. They're like, oh, you'll get over it, or, you'll get better. You just need to do this, this, and this. And it's like the body doesn't do it that way. The mind doesn't let go of really bad situations or a pattern of behavior so easily. And if there was a destructive force either in you, around you, or both, and you end up finding yourself facing these things again, you're going to have to face those fears. It's going to come up and it might be a lifelong thing, but you are protected and you are watched over and you are not alone because this is more common than you think. Like this is a type of thing. If it's a reoccurring wound, you're going to get the help you need. You just need to look to the places around you that can provide help as well. Like don't do it alone. If you have to go to a different group to get the help you need, please. But just trust that these angels are going to guide you in the right direction. And, I've had that happen before where it's like, okay, there's something that's coming up and it's going to come up for the rest of my life. And I don't doubt the journey that my life has. I've set in motion a very lifelong journey of healing. And that's the thing. I like brace myself for whenever I know something like this is going to happen again. And I'm actually feeling the fiery energy of Uriel because he's worked with me before when I was trying to actually channel higher magic. So that might also be a plan for you if you're trying to get like into a field where you're more discerning about what is and is not the right type of energy you're bringing in, or if you're trying to practice this a little more, like those higher entities are going to help you like refine whatever it is you have. And sometimes in order to refine your gift, you have to go through the darkness of hell, basically. Like that's how you go. As high as you go, as low as you go, yada yada, as above, so below. But you have to go through the darkness first to then rise as high. And if that's the case, well, you're in the right place because I've done this many times and I'll probably do it again. You're not alone and it's okay. Ask these entities to point you in the right direction to overcome these fears. Let's see what other spirit guides, ancestors, or angels are coming through. And so we have a couple things. So I do want to say right off the bat that I'm only pulling like the face cards for these, like these three up above, and these are sort of like, these two are kind of confirmation, clarity, or suggestions. So this middle card, I kind of, this one is more directly working with you when it comes to the situation, trying to ground you in your energy. Let me see. We have an entity working. I'm hearing Anubis, Dionysus. If you have a connection to, yeah, because I'm being shown the Temple of Apollo. So there are a lot of different deities that is associated with that, but I'm not just getting earth energy. Yeah, Anubis and Osiris. So so you know what I'm getting? I'm getting the death card. I'm getting the tower card. So there's Athena as well, conquering some sort of either pattern of behavior, addiction, or a internalized style that has caused you to stay stuck in a mindset. So the types of deities I have associated with this have to do with death and rebirth, but also protection. I'm getting maternal protection too. Like, only go with what resonates with you, but this is an example of what's coming through. Some of you might know what this is because I'm getting a lot of like, yeah, and Persephone too. So I'm getting a lot of like death and rebirth. I'm kind of, and also Capricorn energy, Uranus, Saturn. So for your awareness, there's going to be a lot coming through to help you and aid you in this fight, but you might not want to accept it because you might be a little bit resistant to change. There might also be some pride here. So when we're looking at Capricornic energy, it's definitely like, lone wolf type of vibe. Like, I want to do this on my own. I'm disciplined. And it's like, but sometimes you need help. You're not slacking if you need help, because doing it on your own is not feasible. It's not sustainable. So think of it like you're building your team, building your army to fight your demons. Okay, that's how it's being put. You're building your army and to fight your demons. I was just shown a bunch of people playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, you're the dungeon master and you're commanding the people in your life and your spirit guides, because we're all working together. It's not just the spirit guides and angels. It's like the care team that is assigned to work with you during this time. It's your friends and family you work with, because usually when we have angels or spirit guides or guardians associated with us, they're associated with people in our lives as well. Like, if you have someone in your life who is a king of wands, or if you're a king of wands, those angels are probably going to want to work with you more because you resonate at that frequency. If you know people who identify as more of a king of pentacles, and you might have some fatherly Capricornic energy either with you, inside of you, or you know people like that, like, this could be even a guidance counselor, this could be a therapist, this could be someone who stabilizes you. Like, that's what I mean. You're not just dealing with demons. You're dealing with angels. Like, everyone has their inner wounds and inner demons, and the people who are helping you, they have to understand it and not be so wounded that they project that onto you. And I'm getting the sense that the more you work with these grounding energies and entities, the more likely you'll find people who resonate at that level. Because if you welcome in spirits like this, the people who reflect that frequency will just naturally flow into your life. So you got to work with both, like the spirits up there and the people down here. And I hope that makes sense. And that might resonate with you. If you're trying to work with angels or your ancestors or spirit guides, keep that in mind, that we are the reflection of the divine. And if we resonate at a frequency, chances are, like, if we're calling upon a spirit of that frequency, people will just naturally enter in. And I felt like I needed to repeat that twice. I'm also seeing an image of an empty bottle. So there might be, if this is triggering, I'm very sorry. Um, you're going to notice that I work with shadows very well. So there's going to be a lot of dark energy surrounding my readings, but it's not bad. It's meant to heal. And it's definitely not for everybody. But if you're trying to kind of quit something or get sober, my heart goes out to you and I send you a lot of love and peace. Understand it's not going to happen overnight, and it's okay. Like, love yourself. You deserve love. You're worthy of love no matter what. And remember that when we as people fall back into certain behaviors, it's not entirely just us, because you have to consider what's going on in your life, your environment, what's happening. Like, there's always a reason. If you don't feel safe, if you don't feel heard, if you're stressed, like, it's not a way to excuse it. Just understand that you are validated and loved just for simply existing, and you deserve that, as long as you continue to try to do right by you and others and commit to this. Because if you're here and you've been battling this, you're continuing to win. Like, you will win the war. It doesn't matter if you lose one battle, because that doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, you're still here and alive, and you deserve love and respect and all the kindness in the world. So this entity is helping you bring in people and even ascended masters that can help you win this battle, win this war over whatever's happening, your inner shadows, your inner world, or something that's happening outside of your control that you need help with. You have that, maybe even financial aid, because I'm seeing Capricornic energy, but I'm also seeing the lucky cat. Yeah, like those cats that you put at storefronts. And I'm seeing jade. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot about good luck when it comes to energy manifesting financial stability and abundance. So you definitely have a lot coming to you, and the more you work through this, the more you will have that. If you have stability within, you'll get it outside. And if it's financial stability, like if some of you do have jade or a lucky cat, like place it in a okay, this is very specific and some of you might know what I mean. Place it in the corner of a room at an altar and light sage or lavender incense. to clear your space, to allow that manifestation to come through. Yeah, okay. I saw that very specifically. Or is there anything else? No, I heard plant a money tree. It's like, oh, if only. No, I know. There's symbols of good luck, but yeah, no. Whatever you associate with good luck and abundance, place that at an altar, focus your energy on it, and cleanse the space around it. And just say, project an image of you being happy and stable and content with what you have. And that will give you a sense of safety and security within. So you don't have to worry about going without anymore. So let's see what any other angels or ancestors or okay, I'm seeing. So I keep getting a lot of fiery energy. I think the entire collective is coming into a time and era where we are very passionate and verbose that our needs be met. And we're shouting that to the world, like, yeah, keeping stuff close to your chest. I feel like there's just resistance to let go of what's inside of you, and that might be causing a lot of that anger and fear to arise right now. And there's no shame with letting go of what's inside of you. Like feeling emotions is not something did come up for me earlier. Feeling your emotions is not staying stuck in them. Feeling your emotions is not the same as staying stuck in your emotions. To not feel them would be to be stuck in your emotions because it's inside of you. To feel it, to let it go, because you're not going to be like that forever. That emotion is not going to exist forever. But if you don't let it come up to the surface, it's just going to stay. It's not going to come out, and you're just going to see, like, I think the image of the empty bottle might also have to do with you releasing a lot of that tension within, because there's this feeling like you've been holding on to a lot and you need to let it out. You need to let it loose. You need to let it free. Even if it's just venting to a friend, overcoming your fears when it comes to some sort of expression of a frustration, an internal sort of event. Maybe you've been holding on to something that happened in childhood. Maybe something from your childhood is coming to the surface, which my condolences, that's not easy. You could also very well be dealing with a past life manifestation, a past life event, if this is karma. It's because now I'm taken to, like, okay, this is very specific and weird, but I'm being taken to northern Japan and I'm seeing cherry blossoms. So if you are currently there, if you have family there, or if you had a previous incarnation or ancestry, there's something to do with northern China. Not northern, sorry, Japan. China might also be significant. Something, because yeah, now I'm seeing the coast of China, like right across China, like southern China, northern Japan. Like there's something in that area, and it could be just a spiritual energy of like two cultures that are so close that they kind of share some similarities. You might even have some ancestries to do with Buddhism, or what is that called? Taoism. You might have some sort of ancestry from those regions that have to do with karma in regards to what is happening now. And when I'm looking at this page or Knight of Wands, I'm seeing an ancestor who was very young, who was filthy rich, but acted poor. And this has to do with a lack mindset. And when we say lack mindset, we mean they could have all the money in the world and they feel it's not enough. They have in the physical plane everything they need and everything, but in the spiritual plane, they have nothing. So to have a true abundant mindset would be, I have everything I need and everything I'd hope for. The true abundant mindset, okay, this is going to be very specific, comes from the Buddha saying, I have what I have, I am what I am free, and I am one. And then whatever happens in your life, you are spiritually, materially abundant, intellectually abundant. Because abundance doesn't come from the material world only. That's only partially abundance. full and total abundance comes from being in the mindset of everything is enough. I am enough, and I will always have enough. So even when you're in a place where it seems like you have nothing, you feel like you have enough and everything. And that will be true. It becomes your spiritual truth. And then your material world brings it in. And that's just a form of manifestation. You cannot have karmic control over your ancestry. You have to embody what was greater than they were. You have to embody the pain to overcome it. If you are participating in some sort of cleansing of your ancestral line, you have to embody the shadow to purge it from you, which means you might be feeling like, I don't have enough, even if you have everything, even if you have money and stability. And even if you don't, saying out loud and feeling it spiritually, I have enough, I am enough, I will always be provided for, no matter what, and find peace with no matter what. You cleanse your line, you cleanse your soul. Or if that's not the case, you might just be going through a tough time when it comes to some sort of ancestral karma, which is not new. And it's very common with people who are trying to ascend. And if you've been working with magic or you've been working with certain spiritual practices, try doing it again. And if you are in those areas, like in northern Japan, or if you have a temple you go to, wherever you are located, visit those temples and shrines. Like, honor those ancestors and spirits. Walk out in nature and speak with them. They are there with you always. They are ever present among us. So whatever work that you do, to honor them, to respect your family, and to respect you as well, be with them, because the universe is abundant and we always have everything what we need when we need it. Even what if we are outside in a tent in the middle of winter, we have a tent. We will survive somehow. Listen to God, listen to these deities, listen to your higher self and spirit. Practice this this form of modern spiritual medicine and embody and embrace the abundance that is you. So that's what this Page of Wands energy or ancestors bringing through. You might even see them. I'm hearing an eagles. See, eagles keeps coming up. That might be a spiritual totem or ancestral sign, because now I'm also seeing an owl as well. Excuse me. I heard a song. I'm not going to write it down. I'm going to say what it is. Lips of an Angel. I'm not sure why that came up. It's a kind of about a person who wants to get back with their ex. Um, and I'm not sure if that has to do with you or something connected to this reading, but don't do what you don't feel called to do. Follow your heart. So this is what I have for you today. These are the spirits and entities around you that are guiding you forward in life, helping you manifest, helping you get through this difficult situation. And I just want to say one more time, thank you so much for watching. I wish the best for you. I send a lot of love, and I will see you in another reading.